Perfect. Okay. Oh, today is Thursday, July 7th, 2022. And the energy has been weird all over the planet today. And today on this specific call, we've got Hawaii, we've got Canada, we've got California, and we've got Colombia. And right before we hit record, we were just sharing about how the energy is a little bit different this week, and people are sharing their true colors, and it seems that there's something happening in the world energetically where there's groups of people who are feeling this and taking on this energy and not sure what to do with it, but kind of in a way, and me included, kind of shutting down, like, I'm so tired and just feeling this. And then there's another group on the planet who doesn't know how to deal with it and can push it back onto others, potentially unknowingly. And so in this moment, summer 2022 and moving forward, here's an invitation to sit with the weirdness, be okay with the weirdness, and let the weirdness just be. Because ever since 2022, when the world shut down, nothing has been normal. So whenever anything gets weird, acknowledge that it's okay. We went through a really hard time. Whatever's coming, it's gonna keep being weird. The new normal is not actually normal. It's all just looking to rebuild this new world, this new future. And if you're familiar with the Home Edit or Marie Kondo and those women who specialize in organizing homes and clearing the clutter and helping people create beautiful spaces, what's step number one? You have to make a mess. We have to make a mess. We've got to collect everything out of every closet and every drawer and every bag and put it in the middle of the room and take away what doesn't serve us. Take away what we don't want to keep. Take away what we don't want to bring with us in the new house. It's all about that. And I feel like this could be the editing chapter of our life, looking at manifesting our dream life and looking at what's actually holding me back. What is something that I need to work through? I know I want to get there, but what is keeping me here? Let's take care of that. And so today we're going to work on our breath. We're going to explore a little bit of breath work because that is where the magic happens. There is meditation, there is reading, there is journaling. We'll get into that at other times, but today we're going to look at breath work. And for me, it's something that I love to do. It's something that I love to teach about. It's not something I focus on, but for me, it's part of the whole process of being and in creation. So today, let's begin with doing our ground and center. And what that is sitting in your seat. And if you're on a chair or on the floor, just kind of take your thigh flesh and move it to the side so that your sit bones can physically support you and that you can be in your body. A lot of women, we carry our guilt, we carry our shame, we carry our anxiety in our hips, we carry our fear, we carry all of that there. So let's give our hips a break and just let our sit bones take on that weight. So once you're there, and if you're sitting on a chair, put your feet flat on the floor. If you're sitting on the ground, you can cross your ankles and then close your eyes. And I will bring you through my ground and center to bring us to present and to allow us to open ourselves to whatever messages want to come through today. So here in this moment with your eyes closed, you can place one or two hands on your heart or on your chest so you can feel the breath moving in and out of your body. And just notice the subtle movements of your physical body as the air moves in and out on its own. Acknowledging that we don't have to try to do this. We don't have to put exerted effort in our breath, but it is this ever lasting and ever flowing gift that we are given to live and experience and receive the gifts that are given to us. And with that, let's take 3 deep breaths together. So in through the nose and out the mouth, just warming up the lungs. Breath number 2, inhale through the nose and release out the mouth. Give gratitude for breath number 3. Breathe it in through the nose. And hold at the top. And slowly share that gratitude back with the earth and with all of us here. Remembering that our breath is what brings us to life, and it is something that we don't take with us when we move to the other side. But our breath is our driver. Our breath is our friend. And our breath is our partner, our number 1 partner in this life. So with one more breath of thanks, thank your breath, thank God, thank the universe, thank the divine, whatever you want to call it, source. Just breathe in the gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And send it right back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And when you're ready, wiggling your fingers and your toes and opening your eyes and coming back to here and rolling your neck, your head, moving your body however feels best as you come back to the present moment. And go ahead and share in the chat how you're feeling and anything that came in those last 2 to 3 minutes with the grounded center. I feel relaxed. I feel present. I almost feel like nothing can bother me right now. Yeah, relaxed, here, present. Yeah. And that is the magic of our breath. Gina's feeling relaxed and relief. Yes, so peaceful. Yeah. And I've shared this before in, past trainings, that when we use our breath as a tool to bring us somewhere, like using it as a bridge, using it as a tunnel, using it as a vehicle, but actually giving intention and purpose to the breath, it can take us farther than our mind can, and it can take us farther than strategies. It can take us farther than to-do lists, because we came here to this planet with our breath, and it is our gift. So how else can we apply our life, apply our time, make use of our time here, and make an impact in the world? Breathing is not, it's not promised. Like our next day, our next breath is never promised. So how can we become our best selves when the world is telling us that there's chaos ensuing and there's a comet coming and war is happening? Like, what is something that we can do if everything outside of us is out of our control? What is something that we can do? We can connect with ourselves. We can reconnect with our truth. We can choose to block out the world, go off of social media for an hour, turn it off an hour before going to bed. Don't look at it right away, but really choose yourself. Choose yourself, because we are energetic beings with these physical bodies. And as the energy flows through us, we become alive. Like there are people living and there are people who are alive. And we, as those people who are creating the future, we want to be present. We want to be alive. We want to be our true selves. We're done building societies and communities and cultures that are built on inauthenticity. We're done with things that fall apart, right? We saw how the money systems and the food systems, in COVID, we all saw what happens, right? When things aren't built on integrity, when things are built on ideas of money versus creating wealth for all. We see what happens when we are building a world on capitalism and fear and greed. Yes, that's great that we got this far, but now this generation, us, we're here to rebuild, we're here to recreate. And it's all about building and recreating from within. It all begins with starting at home. So if you feel like you are here to change the world in some way or help other people change the world or transform their lives, begin with yourself. Begin with how you use the gift of the present moment, okay? Look at how can I maximize this moment, right? If we can control ourselves and cannot control anybody else, then what are the things that I am doing? What are the things that I am doing that I can control? One, my breath. I can control that. I can control the inhale. I can choose to hold. I can choose to let it out my nose, or I can choose to let it out my mouth. I can choose to let it out with voice. I can choose to let it out silently, right? And it sounds so elementary. It sounds so silly. It sounds so stupid, but the macro is made of the micro, and the micro is created in the macro. And so when you look at like through a microscope and you look into a human cell, you'll see the mitochondria, and you'll see the glial things and like all this stuff, right? And you go in and you go in and you go in, and then you'll see the atoms, and you'll see this thing over here, and it's connected over here, and there's a space, and there's these tiny, tiny, tiny little balls, right? You just go all the way in. Guess what? If you took a satellite and you sent it off into space, and it kept going and going and going, 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 farther, 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 and you turned around and you looked at Earth, you're going to see our sun. You're going to see the other star in the Milky Way. You're going to see this other galaxy over here. You're going to see all that. Like, look at how beautiful our world is. Look at this creation that we were given to play in. Look at all of the wonder that we actually have access to in this lifetime. Yes, there is a lot of terrible things happening, but also there is a lot of beauty, and there is a lot of potential, and there are infinite opportunities, because it doesn't matter if you're doing the micro or if you're doing the macro, it's all connected. So when we can take our breath, use our breath, own our breath, train ourselves to breathe in a way that serves us, ooh, you're gonna like this. We will be able to train ourselves to help others serve themselves. And when we can duplicate that, this love over here, and teach you how to love over here, and you can love and teach others how to love over there, that ripple effect by you focusing on your breath in moments of anger, in moments of confusion, in moments of why did you do that, in moments of wanting to blame, in moments of wanting to shame and guilt and point fingers, when we can instead go, just literally take that moment. And if you're a parent, do this. You could change the day. You could change lifetimes. You could break generational curses. You could create new sales and business partners. You could do anything. And what a lot of people haven't mastered is emotional fitness, because the ego wants to just jump, right? This comes from the amygdala back here, the small animal part of the brain. And it is based on fear, flight, fight, right? So when somebody's showing their true colors, they are not in their body. They are not in the present. They are living from reaction. They are living from being programmed on fear. I'm here to help break that. It doesn't matter how long it takes for somebody to do that. My mission is to help co-create a future that serves and empowers all. And how do I do that? One family at a time, one household at a time, one woman at a time, one girl at a time, one person at a time, one organization at a time. It doesn't happen in an instant. And I know this. And if you are on this journey with me of wanting to create a better world, we have to remember that they say Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will our next world. But what we can do is keep training ourselves, right? Just take a breath. Okay. Okay. Where am I? What am I doing? Not why is this happening? It's just, where am I? What am I doing? Okay. Where am I? What am I doing? Because when you ask yourself that question, where am I? If you're in a state of, I just want to choke you, you're like, hold on, where am I? Am I being attacked right now? Like physically? Do I have to physically do something? Where am I? Oh, I'm at home. Oh, I'm in the kitchen. Oh, I am in front of my boyfriend or my husband. Oh, I'm in, and then whatever city you're in. And when you ask yourself that question, where am I? That brings you to the present. Versus, oh, well, he did this again, and he did this 10 times, and he did this with blah, blah, blah. You're in the past. But when you can ask yourself, where am I? That brings you to the now. That allows you to release the animal brain, that programming, that patterning, and go, okay, where am I? Oh, all right. I'm just having an argument with my significant other. It's fine. I'm fine. Okay. What am I doing? That's the second question. What am I doing? Oh, I want to fight, or I am feeling, what am I doing? I am feeling triggered. I am feeling upset because I'm fighting instead of taking my bath, right? Like having that type of conversation with yourself. Where am I? What am I doing? It's going to bring you to the present in a way that if we don't want to go down that road again, this is our ticket out. And this is all, self-coaching work. This is all about coming back to yourself. This is all about bringing that power back to yourself. Everything's emotion, or not emotion. Everything is energy. Emotions are energy, right? Emotions are energy in motion. And if we don't stop that energy flow when we're angry, it's going to snowball, right? Like if I have something going on and my husband goes, how are you? I'm like, oh, I'm fine. And he goes, okay, and leaves. I'm like, what? Like, I obviously am not fine. If I'm saying I'm fine like that, I'm not fine, right? But guys don't always get that. So if he leaves and says, okay, good, and leaves, and I can go, oh, you're so inconsiderate. Yeah. I can go, okay, hold on. Where am I? What am I doing? Am I trying to make him dig into how I feel without me actually telling him? Am I placing expectations on him to care more than he is mentally able to in this moment? Maybe he's rushing out to like get a crying baby or like a work call or something. What am I doing? Or where am I? What am I doing? Okay, I'm home. I'm in my room. Okay, nothing's like hurting me. Okay, but I'm not okay, but I'm okay. Okay. What am I doing? Well, I'm trying to get attention from somebody else outside of me. Oh, okay. Is that efficient or not? That's like where I go. Is that efficient or not? Oh, it would be more efficient for me to give that attention to myself. Okay, done. Right. And so the breath is important because it brings us into our body. Our body carries memories that can easily be triggered by somebody who touches on a piece of our past. When we bring ourselves into our body, we can be present with all of that is. If a trigger brings us to a past memory, then we're done. We're totally done. Then we go into victim mode. We go into, oh no, we did it again. And I suck and I'm terrible and nobody likes me. And what am I doing? And what's the point? And maybe I don't want to do this anymore. And maybe I should just X, Y, and Z, right? That's what this does. But if we get triggered and we go, oh no, I'm so terrible. I suck. Hold on, where am I? What am I doing? Oh, I'm at the grocery store. Oh, right. I'm buying the list of things for dinner tonight. Okay. Okay. Do you see how that works? It's like the mind body connection, but in my work, what I do, it's mind body integration. And it's truly about integrating all pieces of ourselves, and it's through the breath. So I know Kiki was doing breath work yesterday. I didn't know she was going to do that, but obviously, I guess, surprise, this week is breath work week. Okay. Yeah, this week is breath work week, but really it's our magic. It's where, actually, I forgot to say, in Hawaiian, they say that the word ha means the breath of life. And so it's in many words in the Hawaiian language, and you all know the word aloha. And it's really about this expressing of love and the sharing of love, and it's a giving. It's a giving. Breath gives life to you, and when I breathe into you, you feel alive. Also in the Bible, when God created Adam and Eve, when he created Adam, he breathed life into Adam. So when you realize that in scripture, in cultural history, there's so many things. I didn't even know what to pick to share today because there's so much on the breath. But truly, when it comes down to it, our breath is our gift. Our breath is our soul. Our breath is the center. Our breath is where the magic happens. Our breath transforms. When we die, we don't have the breath. If we are not breathing, we are not of life. But when we do have the breath, we have the opportunity, we have the gift, we have everything available to us as long as we have our breath. So don't waste this life, don't waste the breath. And I have a really, really good friend who has lifelong asthma. So she got asthma when she was, let's call it 7 or 8. And so for her, even, and anybody who has any type of chronic illness or anything that's happening, our next breath is not promised. It's really, really not. And it's so easy for us in 2022 to get caught up in world stuff, business stuff, family stuff, like all the things, like all the first world problems. So I invite you, for those of you who have morning routines or workout routines or self-care routines, let's insert a breath in there. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be super serious, but take that breath as a gratitude, as a thanks for yourself to show up for doing this work that you are doing in this chapter of your life. And as a thanks to anybody that you have exchanged breath with. And that's kind of like the season that I'm in right now, is how much gratitude can I give? Because gratitude is free. So how many ways can I think of to just throw in gratitude somewhere? Because yes, there's love. Yes, there's thanks. Gratitude is a special vibration that is of a giving. Okay. So, and plus it's a lot easier to say I'm grateful for you than I love you in some cases. So yeah, I think that's mostly it with breath. And I want to know how you guys feel about breath and the breath work and what that means to you and if it's shifted at all. So go ahead and share in the chat any takeaways that you got from today about breath, and about how you can use it and how you can begin to truly integrate the body and the mind and the breath together moving forward. We are such intricate beings. There's so many layers to us. But you know, they said that we were alive the moment we took our first breath. So keep on breathing. Let's see what's here. Yes. It feels so good to breathe now that I'm being more conscious of it. Yes. And yes, appreciating each breath, not take it for granted. I'm going to take 2 minutes every morning to just do deep breaths. Yeah. Yeah. So Kelly, I'm going to join you on there. I'm going to join you in this challenge. I'm going to do a challenge for myself if you guys want to join, of breathing on social media, sharing that work. Maybe some days I'll talk about it, and maybe some days I won't. Maybe some days I'll have a caption, maybe some days I won't. But to me, that's the easiest thing to do, because you don't have to wear special clothes. You don't have to go anywhere special. You don't even need a filter. And it's something that we all do, right? So we all breathe. So why not share about the breath? Yeah, let's do it and tag each other. Down. I'm so down. Yay, Melody, thank you for joining. I know you're a little bit late, but excited to be here. Yeah, and you're breathing, girl, so keep going. And just know that just like water, I've got my Krystal Fuse citrine bottle here. We can also set intentions on our breath, right? So like what we did today with ground and center, and what you can do in the morning for 2 minutes. If you want to join me and Kelly, you can set intentions on the breath, because it comes from within. And if we are 70% water and we're setting intentions on this breath, we are actually enveloping. Oh, I'm feeling chills in my legs. This is some foundational stuff right now. If we're 70% water and we can envelop that breath with the love and the gratitude and peace and whatever word you want to set that intention on, you're gonna infuse that air and that life-giving breath into the earth. Like, we can transform this world with our breath. It sounds crazy, but we can. Can you imagine if all of the world leaders across the entire planet did a global meditation? Like, that'd be cool, right? It's kind of a fantasy, but it would change something. I know it would. Let's see. Gina, challenge accepted. Woo! Okay, so really quick, let's drop Instagrams in the Telegram chat. And if you're not in there, let me know and I'll give you the link. Or maybe Kelly, you could drop it in the chat right now. It is a beautiful community, this Krystal Fuse community that Kelly just manifested. And it's all about stepping into our spiritual selves, the invisible selves that we did not gain access to or were not educated in schools. This is about what they don't teach in schools, and we get to co-create this community, and we get to co-create whatever we want. And so these calls, these weekly calls, are truly about, let's come back to center. Let's remember who we are. Let's find out what else I can learn about myself. So yeah. So thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate you. And if I have not had a one-on-one chat with you, let me know. I am excited to meet everybody, as many people as I can here, especially since it's still growing. I know Kelly has a big vision for this. And Kelly, if you want to unmute, you can go ahead and share something. But I just love you all. I'm so grateful to be here.
Lizel, you are so amazing. Like, I am not missing any one of your calls. So thank you so much, like, for agreeing to do this. And like I said, like, this community is free for everyone. Like, you guys can share this with like friends, family, anyone that you know that is starting off on their spiritual journey or been on it and wants like-minded people around them. That's literally what I wanted. Like, I just came to a point in my life where I was like, I just want people genuinely like me around me. And like, I've had like Alexis is here, like, you know, she's seen my journey from a while now, and a lot of things, you know, challenges that life throws at you. So I'm just happy. And Melody, I'm just happy to just connect with like genuine people and not have you know, ulterior motives like a lot of people do in the city. You know, you just never know. But here, like, I just want to share a safe space with people and just be genuine and real. And if you guys have anything to contribute or any ideas to the community, I say it all the time, like, just reach out to me. Let me know if you guys have any ideas or topics or things that you guys would want maybe us to even like teach on or dive into, like, or yeah, like I had a girl, Caitlin, reach out to me that she does like yoga and she wanted to drop like a yoga pose of the day. I'm like, yeah, girl, like I'd love that. Like I'm not so into yoga, so that will be like I'll be learning from you. I'm so down for that. But yeah, so thank you guys for showing up and thank you for being here and making this possible, and feel free to share it and keep sharing it. And yeah, I'm excited to grow together.
Yes. Thank you, Kelly. Same here. And to follow up with that, all of these recordings I'm going to put into the Telegram chat. And then if you are still, if you're still looking to know how you can connect one-on-one with me, I think somebody, yes, Melody was asking, just send me a DM on how to manifest on Instagram, or just, I'm in the Telegram chat, so you can send me a private message that way too. Because again, I'm on a mission to go create a future that serves and empowers all. And this is not limited to a state or a country or a time zone. This is for everybody, because where I'm coming from, I'm just going to tell you right now, I am breaking some generational patterns, and I'm seeing my kids and I'm like, I've still got more work to do. And I want them to stand on my shoulders, right? I don't want them to start from scratch. And I know that a lot of you feel that way too. If and when you have kids, or if you have nieces and nephews, it's like, I got to do something for them, something that lasts, something that's not money, something that's not physical, but something that really transcends all of that. And it begins with this. So that's it.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Oh, thanks, Kelly.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So again, thank you for being here. Let's spread this as far and wide as we can. Veronica, if you have anybody in Colombia that you can bring over that would love this stuff, like, let's do it. And Gina, anybody, yeah, everybody, anywhere, we're all in here together. So thank you again for coming.
Bye guys, have a good night.
Yes, bye. Thank you.